How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and I'm back today with another episode of Stronghold Legends Steam Edition, playing the single-player campaign of King Arthur, of course, and I'm on the 8th mission, the Fall of the Round Table.
Snakes! Vile snakes! Their tawdry affair has been unearthed. In all my years, I've never set eyes upon a man so consumed with grief as our king is now. His heart has been torn asunder by that Jezebel, Guinevere. And as once loyal knight, that god-forsaken creature, Sir Lancelot. He has disgraced all that it means to be a knight. Arthur has dissolved the royal table, and the queen has been sentenced to burn at the stake. And I'll say it's no less than that wench deserves. The round table gone, a champion disgraced, and a king about to execute his queen. To think I should live to see a day like this.
I am sure that no man has looked as empty as Arthur did when Guinevere was tied to the stake. But just as the kindling had caught, Lancelot's mighty warhorse charged through the crowd and plucked the lady from the rising flames. The knights surrounded them, but Lancelot's visage was like a demon's as he whirled his sword about him, brutally slaying Sir Gawain's brothers Gaheris and Gareth. I would never have believed Lancelot could do such a thing. Perhaps Morgan's curse has come to pass after all. Arthur has sworn revenge on his former champion and is planning to siege Lancelot's home of Joyous Gard in France.
Let's get started. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, of course. Let's do this.
I am deeply saddened, my liege, to see that it has come to this between you and Sir Lancelot.
So,
that we must now
what I'm going to be doing here first is taking my lord and placing him right next to this mountain. Because as you'll find, otherwise it's very difficult to actually be able to assault a castle without first getting plastered by these mangonels and those towers. Now, I have tried to remove the mangonels. I've tried maneuvering archers within range of them to shoot them down, and I've tried moving catapults within range to shoot them down as well. You can never do it, at least not to a satisfactory degree. So the great thing about this is the stones can never hit King Arthur because the physical terrain just prevents that from being a possibility. So now what I'm going to do here is we're going to start moving the rest of these troops along the coast here. I also need my pikemen, and pikemen can go up here. Okay. They seem to be taking to that just fine. And put them on defensive. So the first thing I need to deal with are the macemen that keep running around up there. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. And that's when I'm going to bring these crossbowmen a little bit forward as well. So the next time the macemen come around, I should be in position to attack them. Setting that to defensive. The archers bait them, and the pikemen will sort of act as a meat shield while the archers finish them off. Excellent. So what we have to do next here is get Gawain. Going to be using his shield ability. I'm going to get him over here. Get these archers right up there. Oop, they didn't want to do that. Okay, here we go. That's much better. Gawain probably goes right there. Yeah, okay. The archers on the wall are not shooting at him, so that's an ideal location. I'm going to move these archers right about there, I think, and then I'm going to apply the shield as soon as they get within range, and hopefully they'll take off a good few of these archers that are currently on the wall there, so that way I can move my troops up a little bit closer. Okay, good. Get out of there before the shield runs out. The shield is only deployed for a set amount of time. It's time to start moving the rest of these troops up a little bit closer. I'm going to be wanting to get these catapults. Fortunately, they're a little bit close to that tower, apparently. I'm going to want to be getting the catapults up here, so that way I can target this area over there and get those archers knocked off. It's a small thing, but, you know, every little bit counts, I think. One of them is not close enough. And also I have to wait for the shield ability to recharge, so it's nice to find something that you can productively occupy yourself with in the interim. So I got these shields here, got pikemen, quite a few pikemen, quite a few crossbowmen as well. I probably want to put the crossbowmen back there because there will be some macemen that I need to bait out of the castle. I'm just thinking about how would be the best way to go about doing this. I might have to apply the shield twice yet. As you can see, King Arthur is doing just fine over there. So a lot of this strategy hinges on leveraging Sir Gawain's ability, and unfortunately it takes time for it to recharge. So I'll just resume this when it's completely charged, because that's really the biggest time sink in this entire mission. Okay, it's looking pretty decently charged. I'm gonna get these. First, I'm gonna get Gawain over here, a little bit closer. They can't shoot at him, so that's good. I'm gonna get the archers up here on this bluff, and we're going to apply the shield right when they get within range. Now they should be able to take out quite a few of the archers on that wall. Hopefully. Might take a couple of applications, might take a couple of times doing this. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to back up. Got hit a bit more than I'd like there. But you got a few of the archers off. It will take one more attempt, I think. So just wait until the shield is recharged, and then I'll be back with that. I actually think this next siege will include the shields as well as the catapults. So I'm going to group those up as well, and I'm going to attempt to remove the defenses on that wall by firing at them a couple of times with the catapults. Okay, I'm going to start moving into position right here. The shield is fully recharged, and the cat will soak up some damage until they get into position, I hope. Okay, that's good. Get these archers to the forefront, and we're going to start with the catapults. I'm going to start removing the defenses here. Actually get that one, and I'll stop. Good. Okay, they can't remove anything else apparently, so we're going to call that good enough. So now the defenses are off this wall here, and I pretty much have easy access to it. The one other thing I want to do is bait some of these macemen that are on the other side of that gatehouse out, and so it's going to require a shield one more time. So I'm going to have to wait for it to recharge at least once more, and then we can really get started with some actual sieging. But at first I need to move these pikemen right up here in front of the crossbows, because I'm going to bait them. I'm going to try to lure them up here with the macemen by using the archers. Okay, that's looking good. We're down to only 14 archers, unfortunately, so I did lose 3. I am playing it at 90 speed, so this is as fast as it can go. The interesting thing about King Arthur, and the reason you use him, is because these things prioritize attacking the Lord, apparently. I have tried other units, and it does not have nearly the same effect. You need to put a considerable amount of them over there before it's considered a worthy target. So apparently they prioritize the Lord before any other units, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time it's rather exploitable, as you can see in this case. I'm not sure if it would be considered an exploit. I considered it a diversion tactic, because obviously I can't use King Arthur myself while he's over there. Okay, so it looks like we have the shield recharged, so I'm going to move the archers right down here, I'd say probably. Deploy the shield right now, and they should be able to bait the macemen. Yeah, here come the macemen. Get those archers moving. And took care of most of the macemen. There's still a couple left. I think that's going to do it for this, though. It's beginning to become a bit protracted, the siege already. So it's going to start moving everything down here. Just going to grab everything and start moving it into position. So we have 1 archer, 2 archers, 3. We have 3 archers and a crossbow, plus some archers in that tower. These archers are going to attack me as well. I'm going to approach from the front here and get the ladders on the walls. And that's basically how I'm going to gain access to that tower. Ideally, I would like to get my swordsmen and pikemen up there first. So that's what we'll be doing when it comes to sending them into battle. So about like this it's going to look. So these are going to be the first troops I move in. They're very slow moving. So, I probably could get them started right now. And then the shield would be ready by the time I'm ready to get my archers on the walls, is what I'm thinking at the moment. I haven't left anything behind, no. As you can see here, I actually own the Stonehenge, or the stone circle here, which means I get 1 honor per month, which can be helpful if I had to rebuy a mount for either Arthur or Sir Gawain, because it costs 20 honor for a mount, and obviously you can lose your mount quite quickly to archer fire. Okay, I think now is about time to get marching. And the faster troops I'm going to have over here with the defensive shields, because they move faster in general. Yeah, so the shield's going to be fully recharged. Let's get these guys moving. Get those ladders up against the walls. They're going to shoot out there in front. We're gonna get all these melee units right up here on the stairs. I need to deselect everything but my ranged units. Obviously, the macemen are coming out in full force. Get these on defensive. Make sure they block. I don't want my my ranged units taking any additional damage that they don't have to. Gonna get the battering ram over here to take down the tower. How are you looking? Can we get more of these guys in the tower? Apparently not. Okay, start advancing. As a matter of fact, you guys get on the... I'm just gonna capture that gatehouse instead. Oh, it's down. It's down now. Okay. Get up here. Deploy the shield. I guess it's a little bit late for that now. I wish I'd done it sooner. Get those units up in the tower. Get the gatehouse down. Just gonna keep moving everything up here, obviously. Set everything to aggressive. That's melee. Get Gawain in here. Overall, the archers are doing a pretty fair job of taking all the enemy units out. Obviously, we have a knight here. Let's attack him. I do not know why my battering ram, it should be taking that down. Okay. Actually, my catapults need to stop doing that. I'm gonna just disband them so that way they don't cause any more damage. Get these crossbows up in that tower over there next to the keep. And then I'm just going to... there are some archers over there that I'd like to take care of, but we're almost there. It's an attack that swordsman. We have a couple of archers up here on top of this keep, but my crossbows should take them out. Everybody get this knight here. Get rid of the battering ram. My crossbow just died there. Okay, these guys, they can't take care of that archer over there. My troops are not doing so well here. I just lost my mount, or Sir Gawain lost his mount. Okay, that's good. Buy another mount. Get over here by Sir Lancelot. Gawain, stop it. And that is victory. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. I wish I'd applied my shield a little bit earlier, though. But overall, pretty decent siege, I think. Oh, they are fighting? Do they have to fight? I didn't know that. Apparently not.
Reached the walls of Joyous Gard. Sir Gawain challenged Lancelot to a duel for taking the life of his brothers. Once, these two brave knights were the closest of allies, but now they fought as enemies, metal against metal, churning the earth beneath them into mud. When Lancelot struck the killing blow against Gawain, he collapsed to the ground, weeping over his friend's fallen body. He kept a vigil over Sir Gawain's corpse until sun rose the next day, then departed without saying a word.
So overall, I'd have to rate this as probably the worst ending for any actual mission in the good campaign. It leaves me with a sense of wanting more. I'm unfulfilled, I guess you could say. So the premise here is that we went ahead and sieged Lancelot's castle. We broke in, but apparently Gawain challenged Lancelot to a duel. I'm not exactly sure what they wanted with Lancelot, and keep in mind that Arthur is still here. They challenged, a duel between Lancelot and Gawain. Lancelot killed Gawain, and all of Arthur's men, as well as Arthur himself, just stood by. No big deal. It wasn't a big deal at all. Why did you even bother sieging the castle then, if it wasn't a big deal? Kill Lancelot. No, Lancelot does not get to leave without saying another word. He is dead. That would have been a great ending. It would have been mission accomplished. This is not mission accomplished. Sure, we lost Sir Gawain. Some sacrifices must be made. But Arthur and his army should have taken care of Lancelot instead of letting him get away, because otherwise the entire point of this mission was just a waste of life. But that pretty much concludes it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time.